Hey everybody, so something that has been requested for a little while now is a recreation of the flat spin that the F-14 was known for. So basically how that worked was something to do with the engines in the F-14 in particular. So we don't actually have, at the moment, the F-14A as at the time of recording. We are one day away from getting that. So for right now we have the F-14B, which didn't really have this problem because it was powered by the General Electric F-110, which is not really susceptible to compressor stalls, which are what caused most of the flat spins, where you would get a compressor stall and then an engine failure on one side of the aircraft. And because the F-14's engines are spaced so far apart, if you're doing any sort of maneuvering when that happens, it will destabilize the aircraft to the point where it becomes uncontrollable. It was a real problem with the F-14A, which was powered by the Pratt & Whitney TF-30. And the reason for that was that the TF-30 was not really designed for the kind of things that the Tomcat would be doing. It was fine for straight and level high-speed flight, but it didn't perform so well once you got into maneuvering, and it was actually kind of susceptible to compressor stalls. And what would usually happen is, due to the Tomcat's propensity to yaw during maneuvering, one of the intakes would get slightly blocked and the airflow would get just a little bit disrupted, and that would cause the engine on that side to develop a compressor stall. The other engine would then destabilize the aircraft due to the massive thrust imbalance that would result from losing that engine. And then that would cause that engine as well to compressor stall, because it would push the aircraft in probably the opposite direction. And it would make it yaw far enough that the airflow into that engine would also be disrupted, and it would have a compressor stall as well, but not before it usually put the F-14 into the notorious flat spin. So when the F-14A comes out, we'll have a chance to test that and see how it really is, or at least how it's modeled. But for the moment, we're just going to try this in the F-14B, so let's get to it. And you may notice the more Eagle IW that I do have the Top Gun Maverick skin on the F-14. I just prefer to have things more in line with what we're dealing with, and since a flat spin was featured in Top Gun, why not? Alright, so in order to simulate a dead engine, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull both engines all the way back. I'm going to pull the left throttle out of the power stage and back into idle cutoff. And we're going to do some maneuvering here, and already we are just absolutely rolling with the other engine in full afterburner. Look at this nonsense. And now we are in the flat spin. So the question becomes now, how in the world do you get out of this? Well, the answer is usually you don't. So what I can try, my only hope is, if I can do this before I run out of altitude, to try to get the Tomcat that's nose down. If I can do that, then just maybe I'll have a chance. Meanwhile, I'm trying to crank back up that left engine. Stitches forward. I'm ruddering into the spin. This is not looking good. We're dropping like a rock. I'd cut the right throttle, but I don't think the left engine has come back online yet. We are getting awfully close to the ground here. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Oop. Nope, nope, maybe.
Sink rate's too high.
Come on. Nope. Really should have ejected or pulled harder on the stick to get out of that. Alright, well there you have it. The flat spin that the F-14 is known for. Thanks for watching.